dropping down the other side of the mountains, and you get that dappled shadow effect. I love this little section. There's like a little mini waterfall through there, like a little gully, and a little rocky trail. And then you come along here and you hug the side of the mountain. It's quite a narrow little track. Leading down to some waterfalls. And it's getting quite dark already under the canopy. And this is El Primo Yowie country. Lots and lots of reports of Yowies in this area. And with the constant supply of water and mountain ranges, it's easy to see why. Tricky little sections like this where the track's narrow, and obviously there's some fresh water seeping out of a spring. This is a pretty popular trek designation, this one. So it's a sneaky little hike or walk from that pathway down across a couple of rocks up through there, and then you come to this waterfall, and then the one at the back. Very serene, picturesque view. So this one's Elabana Falls in Lamington National Park. Here we are at Box Log Falls. I've been looking for the small blue crayfish. I'm not sure if they're called marron here. They go by a different name, but I have seen them here before in the past. But I'm not seeing any today. And I've arrived at another little waterfall. And a little stream into a nice watering hole. Nice place for a dip on a hot summer's day. Alrighty, so I've just come to a trail marker. So I left there just a little bit after 3 o'clock, and I've walked all the way along the border track to Picnic Rock, then Elabana Falls, then come along Box Log Falls, and I'm now here at another junction, so I can either go behind me to my right and make my way back to the other track and then back to the O'Reilly's, or if I push on through there, it's quite a fair few k's, and with the sun setting I'm not sure what the plan of attack would be there. It'll be a long walk out at night. Here's one of the trail markers, West Canungra Creek track. It looks like it's broken and fallen on the floor, so that's pointing down there to that direction. Which would be there, and then following that red line there. Looks like a nice little spot there. Yarralara Pool. That'll be a big walk. Probably one best left for the daytime. I don't want to chance it at night, especially with the amount of water here. So I think I might err on the side of caution and take that track back. And if I'm going to set up the trail cam, I need to find somewhere off the track, maybe somewhere where there's another water source. But I'd like to do a bit of a walk out at night. That's what I planned for. Alright, here we go. So I said bugger it to erring on the side of caution, and I'll do the full loop. There's a beautiful little watering hole there. Looks like it's got a bit of depth. The track gets mighty narrow in some spots. So from that other sign, the track that leads out back to O'Reilly's is 8.8 kilometres. So if I can average about 4 k's an hour through this terrain, might be a little bit tricky, but we'll see how we go. I've got about an hour and a half's worth of light left. But I'd like to do this walk out during the evening. Well, because of all the rain, the water level's a little bit higher than normal. The track goes off up that way, so I'm going to have to walk across some pretty slippery rocks. And I have to do a water crossing. But I'm going to put my phone in my jacket pocket up near my chest because I don't want to risk losing another one. That looks like it's going to be pretty slippery. See how we go. It was inevitable. My shoes and socks are like galoshes now. Water pouring out of them with each step. But I tell you what, you wouldn't want to stumble and fall down there. It's a pretty decent drop. Beautiful view though. I love this time of the afternoon. You're not encountering many people. They've all headed back. Found a couple of lovely little watering holes here. Not that deep, probably only maybe 6 or 8 feet I'd guess, but I think I'll be coming back here with the dive gear. Having a little bit of an exploring. There's a nice one there. I've been to Lamington National Park and O'Reilly's many times, but I've never come this far. So it's nice to do a little reconnaissance trip. See some new sights. Wow. Beautiful. West Canunga Creek Trail, Green Mountains, 9k. Rocks are a bit slippery with the lichen. I could imagine this place being pretty popular in the summertime. So I'm starting my traverse just out of a little rock pool area, and the light was just coming through beautifully. Got a beautiful orangey sunset. So serene. It's 4:45, so I've probably got about 45 minutes left of sunlight, and then darkness will be upon us. The sun's finally dropped below the mountain line in the background. It's now 5:15. I think I've got about a 5k walk back. Got my headlamp on, so we'll keep our ears open and hear what we can hear. getting a bit darker now, so I'm going to go switch over to the red light, more stealthy. Cooling down now. Sweating. Now I'm able to blow steamies. I just heard a rock crack behind me. Blowing steamies. Yeah, a big rock. I reckon another 20 minutes to get out of here. Okay. I have to take my glasses off because they're fogging up. That's interesting to note where I've just come from. For your safety, stop, do not proceed past this point unless you are walking the West Canungra Creek circuit and have a map with you. This is the beginning of a steep, arduous descent to West Canungra Creek, with the track descending some 450 metres, 1476 feet. This is equal to taking the stairwell of a 110-storey building. This track suits fit, experienced bushwalkers. So that's where I just was, down in the bottom of those pools. And they reckon it's the same height as the Q1. I'm at the border track now. So this will line up with the O'Reilly's track. I like that bit. If you wanted to see the view from the 77th floor of the Q1, would you take the stairwell or the lift? If you answered lift, then this walk may not be for you. Well, that was about almost an hour, but I've still got a bit more to go. So that's the walk that I just did. West Canungra Creek circuit, 13.9 k's, and O'Reilly's is off to my left. Oh yeah. This section's paved. Border track, Binnaburra's 21 k's that way. That'd be a good one. You'd need a full day for that though. Green Mountains, 0.3 k. Okay, I've got to say that rock was a little bit disconcerting. downwards and upwards. So here's another cool map. I'll try and keep my light off it, but I am here now. And then I just did that walk down to Elabana Falls. I didn't go to Tuluna because that's quite a long walk, but then I did the box log back through there, West Canungra, up to the Yarralara pool, where I'm going to set up the trail cam next time. And then just back through there to here, and the car's just over there. Alright, I've got a little bit of memory left. This is a replica of the Stinson airplane that went down back in 1937. For those that are interested, they can pause here and read up on that one. Well, I was in the nice protected part of the forest. That wind's hooting from the west. Pretty cool. One day I would like to stay in the accommodation up here. It's a little bit expensive, but it would be nice to do it once off. And there were glamping tents down before in the campground. Everything looks totally different at night, as you'd imagine. So if you've ever had O'Reilly's Rainforest retreat on your destination list, I recommend do it. So it's 6:30. My watch has got a little bit of fog in it, or mist. Doing the walkout. Car park's very quiet. There's my car. It's still there. Yay! The decals on it, and to give you an idea of how cold it is, it's only 6:30. Got a little advertising, and on the back window as well. Alright, now for the hour-long drive home.